My name is ZEMO.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Starkside. While you're here, please support the channel by hitting the like button. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe as well as the notification bell. Today we'll be talking about the Marvel Legends Disney Plus Wave Falcon and the Winter Soldier's Baron Zemo. Here we have Baron Zemo in the standard Marvel Legends packaging. There's a logo of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier's Disney Plus series as well as a Disney Plus label. There's no logo at the top. On the side, we have a nice image of Baron Zemo. And at the back, there's a brief bio of the character. If you want to read that, you can pause the video. And here we have the other figures from the wave. As you can see here, Baron Zemo holds the final Build-A-Figure piece for Captain America's wings. Alright, let's get Baron Zemo out of the packaging. And here we have Baron Zemo. There is a lot of things I want to talk about this figure, but first things first, let's take a closer look at the stuff he comes with. So Baron Zemo comes with a ton of accessories. Besides the final Build-A-Figure piece for Captain America's wings, Zemo comes with an extra pair of alternate hands, a gold gun, as well as the Winter Soldier handbook. Taking a closer look at one of the alternate hands, this looks good. There's some nice sculpt and paint here. This looks clean. To switch them up, you just have to pop this off and port in the other one. Taking a look at the gold gun that he comes with, this looks very clean. Nice gold paint, nice sculpt. I'm not sure though why they chose to paint this entire piece in gold, but this looks good. Taking a look at this Winter Soldier handbook that he comes with, this looks great. Nice red paint. I wish they painted the edges properly though, but it's not enough to bother me that much. Just some history on Baron Zemo. In the comics, Baron Zemo is actually a title used by several characters. There's Heinrich Zemo, who is the 12th Baron Zemo, and is actually responsible for Bucky's apparent death as well as Captain America being frozen. After his death, his son, Helmut Zemo, blamed Captain America and eventually becomes the 13th Baron Zemo. The MCU chose to adapt the Helmut Zemo character and would update his backstory. Instead of only Captain America, the MCU's Zemo blames the Avengers for the death of his family in Avengers Age of Ultron and eventually succeeds in tearing them apart. Looking at this figure, I think Hasbro nailed the likeness of Daniel Bruhl with this head sculpt. Man, this looks awesome. Hasbro's really stepping it up with their new face printing technology. Even the expression in his eyebrows look good. Hair looks good too. Nice brown painted, nice sculpt there as well. Man, this looks so good. Nice job, Hasbro. And switching it up with the alternate masked head sculpt, you just pop this one off and pour it in the masked head. And this looks great. This looks very good. The sculpt and the paint on this mask, amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna display my Baron Zemo with this head sculpt. Again, Hasbro, nice job. However, there's one thing that does bother me though. When you make him look down, you can see that there's some gappage at the back. It's a bit wider compared to when you bend the other unmasked head. But I think it's something that I can live with. Looking at the rest of the figure, I'm loving the sculpt for his fur collar coat. Yeah, no paint splotching whatsoever. Is this tan? I'm not sure. Nice wrinkling and detail here. They even sculpted the stitching. Nice wrinkling on the sleeves as well. Like most of the other figures from this wave, Hasbro's using pinless joints here now. I'm liking this lighter shade of purple they used for his shirt. That looks nice. Nice belt. This is sculpted nicely. Man, this trench coat looks very nice. Nice detail on the pants as well. However, as you can see, the joints aren't pinless here, so that's kind of a bummer. Nice shoes though. Overall, paint apps and the sculpt on this figure are done very nicely. Let's go over the articulation. ZEMO can look up that far, which looks kinda weird. You can see that gappage. Ugh. Anyway, ZEMO can look down that much. His head can rotate. He also has that forward-backward shifting motion. There's some nice neck pivot here. That looks good. His arms can move up only that far, so you can't make that T articulation. So that's kind of a bummer as well. His shoulders can rotate 360. He has bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows that bend all the way. That looks good. His wrists can rotate. However, when it comes to the side-to-side bending movement of the wrists, you can't actually bend it that much. The sleeves are kinda hindering the movement. Yeah, so that's a bit frustrating. He has ab crunch forward and backward as well, although the fur collar coat is kinda hindering the backward movement. He has waist swivel. His legs can move up that far and not so much backward because of the coat. His hips can move out that far. He has thigh swivel. Double jointed knees that bend in very far. That looks good. His ankles don't really move up that much, so this kind of makes it hard to make the figure stand. His ankles do move down though, and he has ankle pivot as well. Just something to take note of. You can see that there's some gappage here between his leg and thigh. So when you're trying to bend this leg upward or spreading his hips, there's a tendency for the legs to pop off. That actually happened to me once when I was checking out the articulation here on his thigh. So just be careful because it might lead to you breaking your figure, and nobody wants that. And here's Baron ZEMO next to the Marvel Legends Civil War Captain America and Civil War Iron Man. I think he scales up pretty nicely with these other two. I think Baron ZEMO should be about the same height as Captain America and should be shorter than Iron Man. And here's Baron ZEMO next to the other Falcon and the Winter Soldier figures that I have reviewed. And I think he scales up nicely with Winter Soldier. I'm not sure about US Agent. I think US Agent should be shorter, so. And here's Baron ZEMO next to the other figures from the same wave. If you haven't seen my reviews of the other figures, go check that out. So that's my review of the Marvel Legends Baron ZEMO. I think the paint apps and the sculpt on this figure are done very nicely. Articulation could have been better, in particular the shoulder, wrist, and ankle articulation. But all in all, I think this figure is great. If you're wondering where I got this figure, I pre-ordered this wave from Hobby Corner. If you want to try them, there's a link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this figure. Let me know what you think of my review. Please leave a comment below. And if you like this video, hit that like button. And if you still haven't, hit that subscribe as well as the notification bell. You can also follow me on social media, links in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.